And Anna changed because I was like, I have a Halloween jumper.
Yeah. This is the best I had that match. Hello everybody, I'm Anna.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're the Two Mythical Unicorns. And today we're doing the Autumn book tag.
Yes.
Yes. So first up, what is your favorite thing about autumn?
Staying inside. When it's like raining and you can like curl up on the couch with like a candle lit and like a cup of tea and a book, and it's like raining outside and you're just like, this is exactly where I want to be.
Yeah.
And also the food. I like a good stew.
Yeah. I would say the cozy evenings. Because where we live during the summer, it's right till like 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
Which is very nice.
Well, yeah, it's not something to complain about.
No, it's very nice to have all that sunlight.
Yeah.
But once September comes, you're like, oh yeah,
It's getting darker.
this is nice.
Yeah.
I light some candles. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, number 2. What book on your shelves remind you of going back to school, your school days?
So I had a bit of a journey with this.
Yeah.
Because my absolute first thought was like, well, Twilight. Because
Okay.
I started reading those when I was 14, 8th grade. And it was like, for the rest of our school days, they were very important. But they are not on my bookshelves. Those books are tucked away. The second one was Harry Potter.
Yep.
But I was like, we talk about that so much anyways. And it's not like this is particularly original. John Green, Looking for Alaska. Because it is about a boy going back to going to a new school.
Yeah.
And it's still one of my favorite books. This is well loved.
Yeah.
I do have another copy of this, which I did not bring.
I just had one thought and yep, let's do that.
Yeah.
So I went with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this is the first one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this is the one that I think of when I think back to school. But I'm not gonna get all of them out here, and this is the one that's easiest to get out of the shelf. So
It's also the smallest one, isn't it?
yeah. This was just the first thing I thought of, and I went like, yeah, I'm not gonna get anything better.
No. That's fine.
So I went with it.
Fair enough.
If you didn't.
Yeah, but I figured you probably would.
Yeah.
So I was like, we should at least have different answers sometimes.
Yeah. Harry Potter is life. Number 3. Find a book on your shelf which has something autumn related on the cover.
This was difficult.
Yeah, this was so difficult.
And it's also like, because you have all of the spines looking at you, you're like, what is the cover though? And I was thinking of the one that you have chosen.
Yeah.
But I think this is a pretty good option. So this is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. And it's dark, it's mysterious, there's leaves.
Yeah.
It's also like, I think of this book when I hear autumn. Like this is the book. Wise Man's Fear might actually be the better option now that I think of it, but I don't actually own that book. You do.
Yeah, it's
Somewhere.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, we'll put the second one on the screen because I think technically that has like more autumn leaves on it.
Yeah.
So that.
I went with City of Ghosts.
Yeah.
Because this is Halloween. Halloween takes place during autumn.
Yeah.
And that is my reasoning for this. I can't say I particularly think autumn.
When you look at it.
No.
Well, the red, maybe.
Yeah. But this was the best I could do.
Yeah.
So
It was hard.
this is it.
Well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Number 4. What is your favorite horror/Halloween story?
We're back at this again. I don't read these. I don't like being scared. I don't know what's wrong with people. Anyways, The one exception to this rule
Yeah.
is Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like I've chosen his most scary book because I'm like, well, no. I've picked Coraline in this fancy freaking box.
Yeah. Yeah.
For its 10-year anniversary, and if I remember correctly, it's signed by Neil Gaiman because I'm ridiculous. It is very scary and creepy, Neil Gaiman style.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also very good if you like being terrified, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's as scary as I'm gonna get. That's
Yeah.
Neil Gaiman.
I would say there are different kinds of scary, and Neil Gaiman is the kind of scary that I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
I don't actually have the book that I was thinking of because I borrowed it at a library when I was in Edinburgh and read it there. And it is Dracula.
Oh, Bram Stoker.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll put a book on there. There's so many covers.
So many covers. You'll see a pretty one.
Yes.
Yes. Because that is what we do here. I just really enjoyed reading that.
Cool.
Yeah. It was a good scary story and it's old.
It's always fun to actually enjoy a classic.
Yeah. And there are so many versions.
Oh god, yeah.
And this one was probably the best.
The original one.
Yeah. And then we have number 5. What is your favorite horror film?
Well,
I
I don't have a favorite horror film.
No.
I've seen many of them because, as we've mentioned in previous videos, we have friends who enjoy them.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot. Well, I've seen parts of many horror films. But I can't say that that's my favorite horror film.
No, I've seen a few, quite a few, and I do enjoy watching them occasionally.
Yeah.
But I can't say ooh, that was a good one. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. So I have a cop-out answer.
Yeah.
Which is a comedy horror.
Okay.
Which I believe I talked about in our Halloween recommendations last year. Which is Shaun of the Dead. And it's fucking hilarious. And also terrifying. I mean, if you haven't seen it, it's from 2004.
I haven't seen it.
No, it's Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and it's the first in the Cornetto trilogy with Edgar Wright as the director. It's about a guy who, a very ordinary man, and then, the zombie apocalypse happens, as it does. And obviously, of course. And him and his friend decide, you know what, we're gonna go to the pub. It's a quest to get to their favorite pub because it's if we're gonna die drunk and in our favorite place. And on the way there, they pick up his ex-girlfriend and her current boyfriend and also his mother. And then a lot of things happen and it has a lot of jump scares.
Yeah.
Because it is zombies. But it's also fucking hilarious. And that's my favorite horror film. At least comedy horror.
Yeah. I'm also sort of gonna do a couple. I'm gonna go with a series instead. And I'm gonna go with Haunting of Hill House. Because it was very scary but also very good. And it's about this family that moves into a house and then it's sort of haunted and it follows the kids till they're grown, so you get to see what happened when they were kids and how life is horrible when they're adults.
How they get affected by this.
Yeah, and it's scary and it's mysterious, so you sort of try to put the pieces together and understand what is happening. And that is probably the part why I like it.
Yeah.
It is very good. It is. Number 6. Which book release are you most looking forward to this autumn?
Well, I'm terrible at keeping up with these things. There's one that's already technically at this point being released because it was released the 12th of October, which is the sequel to Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe.
I'm so happy now.
the sequel is out.
I live under a rock. If you've been here before, you know that. Oh, happiness.
Yes. But also, if I have to pick something that's not out at this point, it's a book called You've Reached Sam by Dustin Tahoe. Possibly. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. And that is about a couple, and then a young couple, and then the boy or man passes away. And she sort of is trying to grapple with this grief, which is, fair enough. And one day decides to call his phone just to hear the voicemail, to hear his voice. Yeah. And Sam picks up.
Yeah.
And that's the premise of the book. And I'd like to read that. Yeah. So those are two. There's one that's already out because we're filming this in the middle of autumn. And then one that's coming on the 29th of October, I think.
Yeah. I'm going with one that's already out. And this is the first in the trilogy. But I thought I would show you something. So the third one came out in September. I think it's called The Dragon. But in Swedish, obviously, because it's a Swedish book and a Swedish author. I haven't gotten the book yet, but I will, and I'm very excited.
Yay!
Yeah, and it's a dystopian fantasy thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that as the premise. The first one was okay, it was good. The second one was freaking fantastic, and I'm just like, I'm gonna read the third one. Yeah. And I know nothing about it, and I don't care.
Fair enough.
Because the second one was so pretty good. Yeah.
Cool.
Show 3 books that you're hoping to read this season.
I'm in the middle of my dissertation, so I've been reading fuck all. But
it could change.
Who knows? Well, to be fair, I've read 14 pages of this book. That's called The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Bonhill. I'm fairly certain this is middle grade, or is categorized as middle grade.
It's adorable.
Isn't it though?
Yes.
By the 14 pages I have read, it's also very well written. So it's starting out good. We follow a village in the middle of the woods that once a year give a child away to, like a baby, to a witch that lives in the woods. And
as you do.
Yeah, normal. It's like, let's just sacrifice a child. Well, the thing is, they're doing that to protect the village, right? Yeah. That's the point of it. Yeah. And the witch is very confused by this act. She just picks up the children, essentially. They're like, what are they doing? And normally she feeds them sunlight because she's a witch. But she accidentally gives this girl, Luna, moonlight, which makes her magical. And so she stays with the witch, and you follow her upbringing.
That's cool.
In a swamp with the witch and a little dragon friend.
Yes.
And so, I really want to read this.
Yeah, I can see why.
Then I'm gonna continue on my Japanese kick.
Yeah.
With How Did You Live by Gensaburo Yoshino.
Yep.
Which is actually a Japanese classic. It's from the 30s.
Damn.
But it's the first time it's being translated to English. And it's also, as I've understood it, going to be, or already are, a Studio Ghibli film. So I'm gonna read this and then watch the movie. And essentially it's about a young, 15-year-old boy who's like, how do people live? Like, why? How? I don't understand. And he has these chats with his uncle. And that's sort of the premise. It's just like, it's a coming of age novel. Also, look at this book. It's beautiful. Like, look at the end.
Yeah.
Like, it's a beautiful book.
Yes.
Yeah. There's also a foreword by Neil Gaiman, which, fair enough. The last one is Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune.
Yes. I need that one too.
Yes. It's here. This is the thing. I'm not entirely certain what this is about. I know it's about a man who dies.
Okay.
Hugo, the owner of a peculiar tea shop, promises to help him cross over because he's definitely dead. But even in death, he's not ready to abandon the life he barely lived. So when Wallace is given 1 week to cross over, he sets about living a lifetime in 7 days. So I'm fairly certain this is just, you know, a heart-breaking love story between two men, which is always a good thing.
we do enjoy those.
Yes. And
weirdly enough.
Yeah, strangely enough, we do enjoy those.
I mean, happy love stories,
yes, absolutely.
But why the heartbreak?
I am excited about this one because I read The House in the Cerulean Sea by the same author. Early this year, I think.
Yeah.
And loved it so much that I was like, you need to read this book.
And then I got it as a birthday gift. I had no idea what it was about, and then I loved it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yes.
Excitement. Yes.
My 3 books. First one, Gods and Monsters. This is the third one in a trilogy. It's supposed to go right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's about a girl who's a witch in a time where there are witch hunters and witches are burnt at the stake. And she's hiding in the city, pretending to not be a witch, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a man who is part of the guard and is a witch hunter. And then somehow they end up getting married.
As you do.
Yeah. It's very interesting and very good, and it's fantasy, I mean. This is the third one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So the premise is for technically the first book.
Yeah. Things happen. Yeah. They haven't just gotten married.
I hope something happened in the second book.
Yeah. Second one, because I haven't read it yet. The third, Simon Snow novel. Anyway, the Wind Blows. And Simon Snow is a wizard.
Yeah.
And he's the chosen one. And he's not always very good at being the chosen one. And then he has a roommate who's a vampire. And,
you know.
Yeah. It starts with them being
enemies.
Yeah, I was gonna say a boarding school.
Fair enough.
And then things happen. And that is the first one, and this is the third one. I started a little bit on it, and then I just didn't read for like 4 months, so I'm gonna have to start over. But that is fine. That is fine. I'm very excited. And then we have this brick.
Whoa.
Yeah, though it has fairly thick paper, so it's only 700 pages.
Only 700. All is relative. Okay.
I have no idea what it's about. It's by J. Kristoff.
I see.
And we have J. Kristoff here.
Yeah.
Top 3 favorite books. We have Illuminae somewhere over there. Also very, very good books. So it was like...
Okay. J. Kristoff.
J. Kristoff wrote a new book. I'm hoping it's not gonna be a fiasco. Like it was with Lifelike.
Oh, yeah.
Because I bought the
hardcover.
Yeah. And I mean,
yeah,
it's so pretty. There are
are there like illustrations?
Yeah.
So cool. Ooh,
one illustration. There are so many illustrations. I mean, I'm assuming that there are gonna be vampires.
I would assume so.
But otherwise, I have no idea what this is. I mean, I'm not saying I'm definitely gonna read
oh god,
all of these.
No.
I mean, 2 of these are bricks.
It's hopeful.
And I want to, and I'm very excited about all 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yes.
There's no promises here. We're mood readers, okay?
Yeah, yeah. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, bye.
Bye.